The opening tip won by the Bucks as we get going at beautiful new Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. The drive right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. That one's going to be out of bounds. Bledsoe with the basketball. Just getting started in game 3. Middleton to Bledsoe. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Markkanen. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Wendell Carter, now ready to shoot at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Wendell Carter at the line. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Surveys the floor to Bledsoe. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Bledsoe with it up top. Down 4. Not that time. To Porter. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Bledsoe. Lopez. Nothing going here on that drive. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You're below on me. That's a foul.
Bledsoe. Adetokunbo to Middleton. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Adetokunbo. Not that time. He misses. To Levine. Zach Levine doing what he does best.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Bledsoe with the basketball. 10-2 the score. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Oh, Carter with the rejection. That's out of bounds off a ball. Substitution being made in this one. George Hill. Giannis for 2. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Hill to Middleton. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
George Hill. Shot off in the lane, won't go.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Got it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Hill across the timeline. They find themselves down 10. Adetokunbo. Here's Lopez. Down low. Short jumper misses. To Markkanen. Knocks it down from mid-range.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Brogdon to Adetokunbo. Hill. Very little's gone right in this first quarter, but with that three, you look at the scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the process. Just keep chipping away. Chip, chip, chip.
Giannis in control of the basketball, trailing by 11. To Brogdon. And the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
And count the basket inside.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
It goes down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Bucks basketball to Middleton. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And counted at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Adetokunbo, open look. To Porter. Has a look. Otto Porter, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Lopez. Shot from in close, no good. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Markkanen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
To Bledsoe. Adetokunbo. To Bledsoe. Giannis for 2. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Lopez. Giannis Adetokunbo swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
The Bucks at the controls. To Adetokunbo. And look out.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
To Adetokunbo. Bledsoe. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Short jumper won't fall.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Bucks at the controls. And he's going to the line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. To Wendell Carter. Just not going down. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Now a steal by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo to Bledsoe. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he misses that one free throw. Done. And stuffs it home.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Antetokounmpo. The screen sets him up for two.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Lopez. Nikola Mirotic sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Porter. The pass set it all up.
Ed, see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
To Antetokounmpo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Antetokounmpo. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it. Taking advantage of the turnover.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Not that time.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Swings it. To Wendell Carter. Count the basket at the rim.
showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Adetokunbo. To Hill. Knocked loose. Hill. Off the mark. That's the end of one here in game number 3. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you. Giannis shoots. Almost, but no good. To Porter. A big finish at the rim.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Here comes the screen. For 3. That's no good. Off the mark. Giannis with it up top. His guys down big. Brogdon to Adetokunbo. There's a pass stolen by Chicago.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Zach LaVine. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Lopez. In the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
DiVincenzo to Lopez. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To Adetokunbo.
That's me. What's up, ball? Big pick right there.
To Brogdon. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Wendell Carter. Porter. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Brogdon. To Adetokunbo. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Chicago with the possession. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle. To DiVincenzo. Brogdon. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Second effort. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
That's out of bounds off a ball. Antetokounmpo. Great dish to set it up. Trying to cash in. Count the basket. They gave him a look, and why not?
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
I'm on D.
Brogdon goes to the right side. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. To DiVincenzo. Brogdon. To DiVincenzo. Knocked loose. Keeps the ball in bounds. That's what you want to see. DiVincenzo to Antetokounmpo. Can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Zach LaVine. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Zach LaVine tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. That is great vision to set it up. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Porter. And scores.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Antetokounmpo. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Knocked loose. Lopez. Greek Freak for 2. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Wendell Carter. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
From the outside, no good. To Wendell Carter. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. Giannis in control of the basketball. Final minute, first half. Middleton to Bledsoe. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Eric Bledsoe at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Brook Lopez. With that, he's 5 for 9.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Antetokounmpo. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3.
Fellas, back to you.
Bulls have it. To Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Brogdon. To Bledsoe. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Wendell Carter. Stuffs it down with authority.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Bledsoe. It was right there. To Zach LaVine. Porter. Brook Lopez with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
And the finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Eric Bledsoe trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Unable to connect on the free throw. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Eric Bledsoe with that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Chris Middleton able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Oh, nice swat.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collected. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
And he knocks it down, Jay. Milwaukee with the basketball.
I got ball. I got ball.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Has a look. Bledsoe shot off the mark. Trying to cash in. Bledsoe shot misses. To Markkanen. Good. Off a spin.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys down big. Ah, rocking the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
It's a big finish.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Middleton to Bledsoe. Why even try that time?
I'm gonna start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
And count the basket.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Nice pass to get things going.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Middleton to Bledsoe. To Wendell Carter. Gets to the basket and scores.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Brogdon.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Has a chance. Bledsoe shot off the mark. Porter.
Oh, yeah, let's go shot. Yep.
To Wendell Carter. Nothing going here on that drive. He gets it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Chicago possession. To Porter. Add 2 points to the board.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Bledsoe with it up top. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Lauri Markkanen with a piece. Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Markkanen. Done. The jumper's off the mark. George Hill to DiVincenzo. Missed that one. The defender was all over him.
Defense.
To Lopez.
Defense, let's go.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
Match up, match up, match up.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Lopez. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Lopez. Knocked loose. Bulls have it.
I'll take that.
Easy path to the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hill into the front court. He'll run the offense. Chicago basketball. To Lopez. And a throwdown.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To DiVincenzo. Here comes the screen.
Double screen.
Runner here. Won't go. 4-3. Buries the trifecta.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. Shot from the lane won't go. To Chris Dunn. Off the assist.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
DiVincenzo to Adetokunbo. Has a look. Giannis off the mark. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Nikola Mirotic rejects it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Markkanen. Robin Lopez. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Knocked loose. Bulls with the basketball. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Sizing up the defense. From the painted area, won't go down. Marking it. To Chris Dunn. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. He missed it. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Giannis with it up top. Final minute to play in this third quarter. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Lopez. Robin Lopez. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Old school equals high percentage.
Bledsoe with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Bulls with it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air. Goes reverse to lay it in. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. It has been all Bulls. The Bucks inbound to start this fight.
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Stuffs it down with authority. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
To Porter from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The drive, right to the back. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Bulls with the rock. To Markkanen. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Adetokunbo. Lopez. He's looking for that touch.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Adetokunbo. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Markkanen. Back to shoot for the Bulls. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
To Adetokunbo. Screen coming. Adetokunbo gets it in the right corner. Middleton. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Cash is in for two.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. Driving right to the basket. Adetokunbo shot no good. To Lopez. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
I got ball. I got ball.
The drive right to the basket. Able to convert inside. To Lopez. Cruises inside for two.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
19-footer at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire...
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.